complicated, and you realize they don't want to know. They're not curious. They're not seeking truth. They're seeking comfort. And your intelligence, your honesty, your clarity, it threatens that comfort. So you stop sharing. You stop trying to connect. You retreat inward, which brings you to the third stage. Acceptance. You accept that most people will never understand you, that your thoughts are too complex, too nuanced, too uncomfortable for casual conversation, that your depth will always be mistaken for darkness, your silence for arrogance, your solitude for superiority. You accept that you will spend most of your life feeling alone, not because there's something wrong with you, but because there's something different about how you process the world. And strangely, this acceptance brings a kind of peace. Not happiness, perhaps, but peace. You stop expecting others to meet you where you are. You stop trying to translate yourself into simpler terms. You stop performing normalcy for an audience that will never applaud. You simply are alone, yes, but authentic, isolated, perhaps, but integrated, lonely, certainly, but no longer lying. And here's what's beautiful about this stage. This is where you start finding your people. Not many of them, not often, but occasionally you meet someone who speaks your language, who sees what you see, who doesn't need you to explain because they already understand. These connections are rare, but they're real. And one real connection, you discover, is worth 1,000 shallow ones. This is the paradox of intelligent loneliness. The very thing that isolates you from the masses connects you to the few who matter. But let me tell you something else about this loneliness, something that might shift how you see it entirely. What if the loneliness you feel isn't a bug, but a feature? What if your intelligence hasn't cursed you with isolation, but freed you from illusion? Think about it. Most people aren't connected. They're just clustered, huddled together for warmth, yes, but not truly seeing each other, not truly known. They're performing connection, playing the game of relationship, following the script of friendship, but beneath it all, they're just as alone as you are. They're just better at pretending they're not. You, on the other hand, you've stopped pretending. You've admitted the truth. You are alone. We all are, fundamentally. Born alone, die alone, and in between, we have these brief moments of recognition. These fleeting instances where another consciousness touches ours, and we feel, for a moment, less singular. But intelligent people, they see this clearly. They don't need the illusion of constant connection to feel okay. They don't need the noise of endless socializing to drown out the silence of existence. They can sit with themselves, think with themselves, be with themselves, and find that it's enough. This is what people misunderstand about solitude. They think it's the absence of connection, but it's not. It's the presence of self. And for intelligent people, the self is endlessly interesting. You can spend hours in your own mind and never be bored, exploring ideas, following thoughts, building worlds of possibility, tearing them down, rebuilding them differently. Your intelligence gives you this gift, the ability to be alone without being lonely, to be in solitude without suffering. But society, it doesn't celebrate this. It pathologizes it. It calls you antisocial, isolated, depressed. It assumes something is wrong with you because you're not constantly seeking external validation and stimulation. But nothing is wrong with you. You're just operating on a different frequency. And yes, that frequency is less crowded. Yes, fewer people can hear it. But the ones who can, oh, the ones who can hear it truly hear you. Now, I want to address something important. The question you're probably asking yourself, is it worth it? Is intelligence worth the loneliness it brings? Would you trade your awareness for belonging, your clarity for comfort, your truth for togetherness, and here's what I'll tell you. You can't trade it. That's the thing. You can't unknow what you know. You can't unsee what you've seen. You can't dumb yourself down permanently, no matter how hard you try. You can pretend, yes. You can perform. You can code switch and mask and play small. But inside, you'll still be you, still thinking those thoughts, still seeing those patterns, still aware, and that internal dishonesty, that self-betrayal, it's far lonelier than any external isolation. Because when you abandon yourself to fit in with others, you lose the only companion you're guaranteed to have for your entire life, yourself. So, no, you can't trade your intelligence for belonging. But you can change your relationship with it. You can stop seeing your intelligence as a curse.